It's Nancy, your over 40 princess. Today I wanted to talk about, I want to start a conversation about, we talk about makeup so much, or what we need in makeup and exercise and things like that. I want to talk more about basics and starting out. Things like handbags, jewelry, shoes, clothing, where you want to put your money and where you don't want to put your money. And I'm going to start by saying that this is for people that have a wardrobe, or people that are just starting out thinking about changing their wardrobe, changing their lives. Maybe you've gone through a divorce and you want to up that oomph a little bit, or maybe you're just starting after college with a job and you want to know what you need in your closet to look good. And today we're going to talk about shoes, and today specifically we're going to talk a lot about boots, because in Michigan it's boot season much longer than it is sandal season. Okay, right now this idea to us of boots with the toes cut out is pretty freaking hysterical, because in another couple of weeks we're going to be dealing with snow to here, and then we'll go to here, and then we'll turn into slush, and snow, and slush, and snow, and those just aren't going to make it. They're not. I want to get Uggs for here, because just, I have fake Uggs, because I don't want to be on the phone with anybody and real Uggs and ruin them. So shoes are a big thing for us, and I want to talk to you about what you want in shoes. And this is sort of my basic beginner shoes. Okay, the first one is, and these are really kind of high, and you don't have to go with this high heel, but I did. These are little Mary Janes. Again, if you have a really heavy ankle, you want to get something without a strap. Not again, but for the first time, if you have a really heavy ankle, you don't want something without a strap. These are nice. Actually, they're just Mizrahi for Target. I like pointed toes, not like to an extreme point, but this is just about it. They've come in and out of fashion 8 or 9 times since I've been born, so these aren't ever going to really go away. They're comfortable. They will stay on my foot if I have to run after a cab, if I'm in Chicago, for example. The hardware is silver, but it's so tiny that you can still wear gold with it. I'm really uptight about my hardware matching my shoes and my jewelry and my clothes. Not that I'm matchy-matchy, but I don't wear silver and gold mixed usually. And, they have good flex to them, which for Target shoes is pretty good. Okay, I have more expensive shoes, but I like my Target shoes. Okay, the next thing is going to be a short boot. Again, these are inexpensive. These are Payless. You cannot get an idea of how cool these look, how awesome this buckle is. These are a year old. Pointed toe. A little bit. These are so comfortable. I can stand in these. I can stand in these and teach a class for 2 hours. I wear them with pants, long skirts, and tights, all sorts of things. And owning a pair of short boots like this, again, they've been in style. I had a pair like this when I was working in Chicago, and that was almost 10 years ago. Moving right along, everybody needs a little black, again, this is Target. It's a little black skimmer. Everybody. I don't care if it comes from Target or it comes from Christian Louboutin, because I would rather mine came from Christian Louboutin or Manolo Blahnik or, well, a lot of other places. But this is, what I can afford. So go with what you can afford and look for something that's going to have some staying power. This is a patent. My shoes are going to be around for a long time because I change them up, and because I don't wear shoes during the day at home. There's no point. My feet are bare. My tootsies are iced on, even in the winter, but my feet are bare. But you can wear these with anything. Short skirt. Okay, this and a very short skirt makes you look like a hoe. This, in a short skirt, makes you look not like a hoe. There are times you want to look like a hoe. Remember that. My next boot is this incredible find that I haven't even laced yet because they have zippers and laces and I haven't even worn them yet and I don't even know if you can see them. They're chocolate brown. They're from the 1970s and I got them at a used clothing store and they are exactly my size. And they are awesome possum. They bow up here and then up here they have little laces and once you lace them once you can leave them alone. My son has a book that wasn't here. He borrowed it back. He took it back. About like 5,000 different ways to lace your shoes. And I'm going to make stars up mine. And these are just the coolest things ever. And they've been used, but they've not been abused. And I got them for, it was half off of $16.80. So, yeah. These are, look in your thrift shops for things like this. If you're like, I would never buy used shoes. What if there was a fungus? Fill them with Gold Bond powder and then spray them out with Lysol, for Christ's sakes. Get over yourself. Alright. Boots. Your first pair of boots should be, and these are not incredibly expensive, they should be, and these are available again at Payless, they should be mid, you should go up your calf to your knee, or just below your knee. A mid heel is good. These have the perfect mid heel. They're comfortable enough to wear all day. There's not a huge change in your arch here, and they have a squared off toe, but it's long enough that it won't go out of fashion. There's some minor detailing. There's a stitch up the side, and there's a stitch over here. It's just a little bit of detailing to give it just a nice little look. And, you know, make sure you try on your shoes with socks you're going to wear with them. I know that I'm going to wear my Renaissance Fair stripy socks under these because they're warm. So I take those with me when I go shopping, even though I may look like an idiot. When you're ready to move up to something a little different, and I didn't even show you my coolest pair of boots are in the closet. They're this red paisley stuff that I just, oh, God. I moved to these. These have gold buckles on them, which means gold jewelry. Haha. All the way to the knee. Again, mid-heel. The same probably manufacturer as the other one. This is a little lower than the other one. Rounded toe, but not so rounded that if pointed comes back, this is going to be completely out of style. And last, sometimes your heart has to be grabbed. These are Rampage, and you can't get them anymore. But you get equally cool shoes. Got these at DSW. And then tossed out of your chest. The only problem is they're Robin's Egg Blue with silver, and I'm having a really hard time finding a matching color for our cocktail dress, which means that I have to go online and find the fabric, a jersey fabric, that's going to work with these, because jersey is just it's a really good fabric, and it doesn't really go out of style. And right now I saw, oh my God, online the other day, I saw this dress. It was purple and shimmery. And I had the dress back in 1979 to go to a dance with. It was total disco. It was the same damned dress. I just was laughing hysterically. Anyway, these are never going to go out of style. Ever, ever, ever in a million years. Sandals don't. Now, again, you're going to want to spend your money on your winter stuff, but these, come on. These spoke to me. Buy me. I'm on sale, and I'm beautiful. And mid-heel, I tend to dress up when I go on cruises, which I haven't done in a while, or Vegas, which also I haven't done in a while. And I want something I can actually walk around in, not fall off the ship, or fall into the middle of the strip, where I'll instantly be murdered by cars because they don't look. Alright, so that's it for basic shoes and boots. You want a flat, a heel of some kind, a boot of some kind, especially this winter. Don't be afraid to look in thrift shops, and don't be afraid to buy something just because it speaks to you sometimes, especially if it's on sale. You will find a way to wear it. I promise you. Alright, That's it. Play with your makeup. Have fun with your wardrobe.